From Washington, this is VOA News. Coming up, Korea tensions plus Iraq suicide bombing. Hello everyone, I'm Steve Norman reporting. South Korea's President Park Geun-hye is warning the country's military will strike back swiftly and decisively against any North Korean attack as tensions on the peninsula continue to mount. This came as North Korea's parliament reaffirmed the government's commitment to expand its nuclear arsenal and continue rocket launches. At the White House on Monday, Press Secretary Jay Carney said the U.S. and its allies look closely at both North Korean rhetoric and the situation on the ground.
Despite the harsh rhetoric we're hearing from Pyongyang, we are not seeing changes to the North Korean military posture, such as large-scale mobilizations and positioning of forces. Now, we take this seriously. I've said that in the past, and we are vigilant and we are monitoring the Korean situation very diligently.
Carney sidestepped a question as to whether the U.S. has been in touch with North Korea through the United Nations. At least 9 people were killed Monday and several dozens wounded when a suicide bomber in Iraq blew up a tanker truck at an Iraqi government compound in the city of Tikrit, 150 kilometers north of Baghdad. Most of the victims killed in the hometown of former leader Saddam Hussein are believed to be police officers and students. Edward Uranian has details.
Fire crews hosed down the flaming wreckage of the fuel tanker used in the suicide attack. The explosion set off a major blaze inside the local government complex in Tikrit, destroying parts of several buildings. Ambulances ferried casualties to several hospitals as security forces blocked roads and searched vehicles. Several dozen people were killed or wounded in the blast, including police officers and students. Edward Uranian for VOA News, Cairo.
South African government says there is no significant change in the condition of former President Nelson Mandela, who remains hospitalized with pneumonia. 94-year-old anti-apartheid icon was able to spend some time with family members at the hospital on Monday. Mauritius is being hit by flash flooding that killed at least 11 people in the capital, Port Louis. The government officially declared Monday a national day of mourning, and authorities expect the death toll to rise as rescuers pull more bodies from the floodwaters. Flooding was caused Saturday after 152 millimeters of rain fell in less than 2 hours, and forecasters predict more storms are on the way. In Mali, sporadic shooting continues in the city of Timbuktu, where government troops are conducting house-to-house searches for Islamist militant fighters. At least 11 militants have been killed in the latest fighting in Timbuktu, in which French fighter jets provided air cover for Malian troops. Kenya's Wildlife Service arrested a suspected smuggler in Nairobi with 19 pieces of raw ivory. That story now from VOA's Gabe Joslow.
Police apprehended a Kenyan man in the Eastleigh neighborhood of Nairobi transporting ivory in a pickup truck. The suspect claims the ivory came from Tanzania, though he has not indicated where it was heading. He will be arraigned in court on Tuesday. Elephants across Africa are increasingly under threat from poachers, driven by insatiable demand for ivory decorations in Asia. The price of ivory on the black market can go above $1,000 per kilogram. Gabe Joslow, VOA News, Nairobi.
President of Cyprus says no one, including his family members, should be immune, that is, from a new investigation of alleged wrongdoing in the days leading up to the island nation's $13 billion bailout last week. Nikos Anastasiades says that a commission of inquiry set to start work this week should investigate everything related to him and his relatives. Under terms of the bailout, the biggest depositors at the island's 2 largest banks, the Bank of Cyprus and Laiki, stand to lose about 60% of their accounts to help pay for the bailout. Prosecutors in the U.S. state of Colorado say they will seek the death penalty against the man accused of killing 12 people and wounding dozens more in a shooting rampage at a movie cinema last year. Prosecution's announcement came at a Monday court hearing. For more on that story and the rest of the hour's news, check out our website at voanews.com.